Welcome to the Connect Like Minds podcast. I'm the host, Sharice. I interview people making a difference in their communities and in their creative spaces. Today's special guest is an author, a beautician, and a businesswoman. Welcome to the Connect Like Minds podcast, Erica Watkins.
Thank you.
What's up, sis? How you been?
I have been well. I've been really well. How about
I've been
yourself?
good. I've been in the gym lately trying to get my summer body together.
I need to get back to
Man,
that.
you look
I
like
do.
you're already in great shape. I need to get there.
I've been off.
Okay.
Writing this book, I've been
Okay.
off.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you on your wellness journey. I'm sure you'll do fine. And you can give me some tips on my wellness journey because I've been off, but I'm getting
Thank
back.
you. Pick up that jump rope.
Word. I saw you doing your jump rope on social media, so I need to get into that too. So we're gonna jump right into the interview. So on the Connect Like Minds podcast, I'd like to start from the beginning. So can you tell everyone where you're from?
I am from Peoria, Illinois,
Okay.
which is 2 hours south of Chicago.
Cool. Were you also born and raised there or just raised there?
Born and raised. Yes.
Wow. So I want to make sure I get the name of your area right. So being from Peoria, Illinois, how did that environment shape you into the woman that you are today?
How did it shape me? I would say it taught me to be observant. It taught me resilience, is what I would say. It's a smaller city. So with smaller cities, I feel like you get to see life more up close. So I got to observe, a lot of families, getting to know people, like seeing just the ins and outs of life. And I feel like that's how it shaped me.
Okay.
Just such an up close view.
In what ways were you seeing certain things up close? Like give us some examples that's one, it could be one thing that you saw.
Well, I mean, it's a small
Mhm.
city. Everybody knows everyone. So, like, even before social media, like, everybody is
Yeah.
connected. So, you up close with your family, but it's other people's families. Like, you always in the same place. You always end up in the same place. Anytime it's events, it's the same people. Like, everybody knows everybody.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I saw a lot of different family dynamics, my own family dynamic, but certain family members, certain church
Yeah.
members, you know what I mean? Community teachers,
Yeah.
like you even be in the teacher's
Yeah.
business so close.
That's true. That's true. I grew up in a small town too. I'm from Pocomoke, Maryland, and we got like 8,000 people there. How many people live in Peoria?
Honestly, I don't even know. I can't tell you.
Oh,
I'm
how
sorry.
many? You know what? Here's a way to gauge that. How many stoplights do y'all got, and how many Walmarts do y'all got?
We got 3
Wow,
Walmarts.
y'all way bigger than Pocomoke. We got one Walmart and a couple of stoplights.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we not that
Nah.
small, but we small.
But I do understand. I understand like being able to be in everybody's business and sometimes not wanting to be or knowing certain stuff about people. So yeah,
Yep.
for sure. What's something about the state of Illinois that people often misunderstand?
I think they often misunderstand that it's not just Chicago. Like
Agreed.
it's bigger than
Yeah.
Chicago. It's so many other smaller cities and communities that offer so much, so many dope people. Like my city, Richard Pryor from my
Wow,
city,
no,
not
I didn't know
Chicago.
that.
Richard Pryor is from
Okay.
Peoria. Yes, my grandma's best friend dated Richard Pryor. Like,
Small world.
yes, Sean Livingston is from my city. Like we birthed a lot of greats. It used to be known for basketball.
Wow.
Like Peoria, we like that.
Okay,
It's like that.
okay. What is
Yeah.
the coolest thing to do? If I was to visit your city, what's one of the places you take me to, or what's a staple in your city?
Right now, it's really
Mm,
declining,
okay.
honestly. A lot of what we had, we don't have
Mm,
anymore. So if you were to come, I would take you to Whisper and Shout, which is our poetry segment.
fire.
It happens every first and third Thursday. That's where I would take
Okay,
you.
okay. That
Hmm.
sounds like a good time. That
Yeah.
does. Now, let's
Yes.
talk a little bit more about you. So, you do hair, but was that something that you were interested in as a kid or something that you got interested in as you got?
I was always interested. I learned to braid hair on a dowel at 9 years old. And my mom saw it as something that I could do to make money. So I started doing a lot of the guys' hair in the neighborhood. Then when I got to school, I did most of my friends' hair. I braided their
Yeah.
hair. So I tried to pursue it as a career, when I first graduated high
Mhm.
school, but Peoria was so behind that the prices to do hair, we didn't charge nothing. It was little to nothing. Like, girl, micro braids. You know how long micro
Very
braids take?
long. That's why I don't get them.
So we were doing micro braids for $80. Go with my family in Chicago and get paid $250, $300 to do
Yep.
micro braids. In Peoria, it's only
Yeah.
$80. So I couldn't really make money right
Mhm.
away doing hair like I wanted to. And I didn't have a desire to learn everything, like the coloring. And I didn't want to go to hair school because I didn't want to do all of that
Mhm.
stuff. I just wanted to
Yeah.
braid. Years ago, it got where we could get a braid license. You didn't have to learn
Mhm.
everything. And I got to really seeing like how just the braid game changed and how you can really make good money
Mhm.
braiding
Yeah.
hair. And so at one point in time, it just was on my heart to go ahead and pursue my
Yeah.
passion. And I went for it.
Okay. Okay. Now, before we get further into that, let's talk about high school. So, what were your plans after high school since you said like back then prices wasn't pricing right for you? So, what did you end up doing during that time?
I just was working regular
Mm,
jobs. I wasn't thinking big at
mm,
all. I really wasn't. My mom, all she wanted from me was to graduate high school because she didn't graduate high school. So I wasn't pushed and I didn't have the self drive at the time. So really I just was working jobs
okay.
wherever.
All right. Well, we're about to dig deeper. So, this next segment is called digging deeper. And during this segment, I'll ask you some thought provoking questions about your personal life and more so about your career. So, you ready to dig into that? All
Let's go.
right. So, you just said that, you didn't have anyone pushing you or anything like that. What, how did the trajectory change for you to go from thinking small to now, you know what? I want to do this as a business. I want to do more things. Like, take us on that journey. How did you get to where you are today?
So this actually takes us back to how we crossed
Okay,
paths.
okay.
So like I said, I was thinking small, wasn't really into anything. A friend of mine was with a company called It Works Global.
Yeah.
And she reached out to me. She scripted me, but it sounded good. And I just was like, man, because I was living paycheck to
Yeah.
paycheck. I was in a whole
Yeah.
relationship, about to get married, living paycheck to
Mhm.
paycheck. And I'm like, you know what? I could make some extra money. I can make it from home. And so the team that I joined, so grateful for the leader because she introduced us to Eric
Mhm.
Thomas. And he did these motivational
Yeah.
videos like every Monday. What did we call it? I can't think what it's called. But he did these motivational videos every Monday. And so listening to him kind of started reprogramming my mindset to, think more the business alone. And so that is where my mindset shift
Yeah.
happened. And then in the group, she would have us do a lot of personal development. So I got into
Mhm.
books that was, personal development books and all of that. And that's what caused the shift. So I ended up meeting you because we just used to add people from
Yeah.
a friend list. And, hey, you want to buy something? And that's how we came across each other. But that's where my shift started at back then. And I want to say that was 2015, I believe.
Okay, alright.
That's when
So,
that took
now
place.
we're in 2015 and the mind shift takes place. What made you decide, like, "You know what? Now I'm gonna go ahead and start doing hair full time?"
I'm very spiritual. And when my spirit gets to talking to me, I
Mhm.
listen. And so at that time, my spirit was like, it's time to pursue your passion. And so I'm like, and it was on me heavy. So I'm like, okay, I need to research this. I got to research and found a school that wasn't too far from Peoria. Saw what it costs. I looked at my job and I'm like, let me start being a traveling braider just to start this off. So I started being a traveling braider on the weekends. And to see that in a weekend I made more than what I made in a week on my
Woo!
job, I'm like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. So I came up with a plan to do hair on the weekend to pay for the school. So go to work Monday through Friday in the morning, get off of work. Now I'm at home on my computer doing the school. She was very lenient, which I was grateful for. So we didn't have to be in person a
Okay.
lot. So a lot of it was on the computer. I mean, it really wasn't even a struggle. Like everything just fell into place, and I really feel like it's because I was listening to my spirit at that
Yeah.
time. It was what I was supposed to do.
Okay. Now, how does doing hair connect you with people on a deeper level?
They confide in you. Some of them just tell you all their business,
I
girl.
know I tell my beautician everything.
Yes, we are not just hairstylists. We give advice, we be counselors. Yeah. They just and I honestly feel like it's your spirit too. Like if you have the right kind of spirit where a person feels like they can trust you, you know what I'm saying? If this is a safe space, they'll open
Yeah.
up. And I'm not judgmental. I'm very real with my clients. I'm very understanding. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I said, and I'm very spiritual. So that's how it happens for
And I'm
us.
I'm pretty
They just open up.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're sharing some great wisdom with people, especially the young people that come to you. So it's needed.
That's my
Yeah,
goal. I do get good feedback that I give great advice,
that's
so
good.
I'm appreciative of
That's
that.
what's up. That's what's up. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced starting out? I mean, I know you said everything flowed nicely, but after the schooling and now you're doing it just full time, like what were some things that you've been through?
Yeah, I'm grateful that the start I didn't run into
Mm,
challenges. I really didn't. But along the journey, I would say learning the different seasons. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Like you solely depending on other people to support your
yeah,
business. And you have slow seasons. So I had to learn my seasons, which is had become the most challenging.
yeah,
The hotter months, it pops. But when it's winter, it's slow and you don't have money coming in. So then I really had to learn how to budget too because I may make a good amount of money like in the summertime, but I can't spend all that money. I have to put that money up to accommodate for the winter where I may be lacking income. So you have to be very disciplined, which is it can be very challenging.
yeah. I've heard that a lot from beauticians. What are some other ways people can, I guess, supplement that income aside from just saving it? Do you do other businesses or like what type of advice would you offer someone else aside from saving money as well?
You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So doing hair, you're investing in yourself. Doing that, you need to find other ways that's going to generate some type of income. Is what I would say. That like right now, I have the book. That's another way to generate extra income. I do my own handmade products. That's another way to try to generate some extra income. So you don't want to just strictly just depend on you doing hair because you got to be behind the hair to do chairs. So if you're not behind the chair, I mean to do hair, you ain't making no money. Like you got to figure out another way to not have to be there to get some money coming in.
For sure. And speaking of the book, what inspired you to write it?
So I come across a lot of different people doing hair. You got friends, their stories. You have family members, their stories. You have your own story. So, and then I'm a reader. I love to read and I love romance novels. And, romance novels cover the good and the bad, the funny, the happy. And so I wanted to do my own little story. Like I've always been creative. And I'm like, you know what? I can write a book, but I wanted to do like a transformational story. I wanted to tell I wanted to highlight transformation. Like a lot of the books that I read, it's not really that in a romance novel. So that's what inspired me.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it's kind of like you combine all these different stories that you heard from people into one main character. Okay. I like that.
Mhm.
That's cool. By the way, I did buy
Yeah.
your book. I'm just waiting for it to get here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
And I
you.
should have,
I
I need to get
appreciate
your
that.
address after this because I need to mail it to you so you can give me your autograph and then I'll finally read it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I need that. I need that. So how did you come up with the name of this book?
The name. So, like I said, I wanted to do a transformation, right? The book about transformation. And I got creative with a particular it's really like dialogue that takes place with the character. The character's name is Nina. It's a particular conversation that she has with a partner. And it's something that he says to her to try to spite her, which he told her her life just got rewired in a very spiteful way. And it's like, okay, so you really just tried to come for me. You tried to just set me all the way back, is what you did here. But Imma show you that, yeah, my life is gonna be rewired, but not the way you think. Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna overcome this situation. I'm gonna come out on top. And so that's how I came up with the
All
title
right. And for those who don't know,
of
can
the
you
book.
tell us the title? Because I didn't even say the title, so my apologies.
It is called Rewired to Win. I actually have it right here. It's called Rewired to Win. It is available on my website, which is Erica W Collections.
All right, thanks for sharing that. Now, how did writing this
Yes.
book personally challenge you?
It challenged my creativity level. Creating characters is a bit much. And then remembering every character and how they all come, you know what I'm saying? Like the placement. It was a
Yeah.
stretch. I do a little writing anyway. I write poetry. I wrote a play back in high school. But to write a book, a novel, yeah, it was challenging. And then it's also challenging, like, to, I don't know. I would say, like, the chapters, how many chapters you wanted in the
Yeah.
book, doing the prologue and the epilogue. Yeah, it was a little bit, it was a little challenging. It kind of flowed in a sense, but it had small challenges,
Okay. Okay.
I would say.
Now, I'm not trying to give too much away with this book, but can you tell us a little bit more about who Nina is and how much of her story reflects your own experiences in life?
Okay, Nina is a fictional character that was created from me pulling from all women.
Hmm.
All women. Things that she's going through that reflects my life. I feel like a lot of us can identify with Nina, men and
Hmm.
women, from the different things. She's a mother. I'm a mother. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So in this book, she loves on her children and she tries to protect her children. That's something that I can relate to. But like most writers, I feel like they take from just all that we observe. But I'm a little more creative because I can tap into the emotional part and I can invest that in the characters, and that's what I
Okay.
did.
Okay. Why do you think emotional abuse is so hard for people to identify or even admit to themselves? Because Nina experiences that.
Oh my God, emotional abuse doesn't start as emotional abuse.
Break that down.
It starts as love. It starts as affection. It starts as protection. Like it's so pretty and it's so nice and it's, oh my God, it's everything we wanted. And then slowly it morphs into manipulation. It morphs into control, gaslighting. Like it slowly gets there. But by the time you realize what's going on, you're so emotionally invested. Let's say, what do you do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it doesn't start as emotional abuse. And then one thing that I realized too is we don't have a lot of those conversations. Like if I can think back and ask myself who's ever spoken to me about emotional abuse, nobody has.
Agree with you.
Like, have you had conversations about it in your childhood? You know what I mean? Did anybody talk to you about what that is, what that looks like, how it shows up? I don't feel like it's a lot of exposure about it.
I grew up in a
It's not a lot of
church
guidance.
household. Like we used to go to church all the time, and the closest thing to like talking about emotional abuse would be like you need to pray about it. Like if I were to now, if I talk to my mom now, she'd probably be able to have a conversation with me like that. But growing up, nah,
Yeah.
we gonna pray for that. Like we gonna pray it away type situation. So no, I
Hmm.
don't think anyone's ever just don't let anybody treat you a certain type of way. Is the closest I've
Hmm.
gotten. Or pray.
But even still, it's like it's a lack of
Mhm.
awareness because there's a lack of being able to
For sure,
identify it.
for sure.
Like you just even if you from this point on, like we have in this interview, if you go out further and just regular people that you talk to, if you ask them, so what is emotional abuse? Like if I ask you that, what would your answer be? You'll be surprised at how many people would hesitate and be like, well, I mean, because just saying don't let people treat you any kind of way, it's like, okay, but even with that, what does
You're
that
right,
mean?
because that's extremely broad. So you're right, you're right.
It is.
You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah. It's not a full
It is
breakdown.
not.
I don't feel like we discuss it a lot.
Yeah, I need to go talk to
Like
them.
psychological abuse, that's not even a term that you hear regularly. Psychological abuse, you know?
You're right. So what is some advice you would give somebody to navigate that?
To advocate what if they're dealing with somebody that is bringing emotional abuse,
I
what you
wouldn't
mean?
even say that they're in that situation, but let's just say you're talking to your kids or you're talking to someone younger than you. How would you have them navigate to know like, yo, this is emotional abuse right here. Because earlier you were talking about how it starts off as affection or it starts off as something that doesn't seem so bad, but then eventually it morphs into manipulation. Break that down for a young person right now who could be listening, who might not, they might be like, okay, so they might put me in a bad situation and try to manipulate me or whatever. But like, what does that look like? Give us an example of how it will look and how it turns into those situations.
If you have someone trying to make you feel bad for the choices you make, that's not okay. Like if you stand firm about this particular thing, but someone is trying to sway you and they may try to present you with something to butter you up to make you come this way when you really feel this way, that's not okay. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Let's see. What else would I say? Causing you to question your reality.
Mm,
Like, we had this conversation and we revisit this conversation and I tell you what you said, but you keep telling me you never said that. And then you start telling me things about me like you always making up stuff. I never said that. Or you take things too far. That's not even what that was. That's not okay. All of that is abuse. It's manipulation as well because they're trying to get you to side with them. They want you to, it's all about what they
right,
want, what's comfortable for them, what works for them and your stuff don't matter. And that's not okay because your opinion matters, your feelings matter. Like it matters.
right.
So
Well, thank you for sharing
I
that.
would say
I
that.
hope that helps somebody. In what ways have you had to rewire mentally and emotionally?
I had to unlearn a lot of things and relearn a lot of things. Had to learn how to talk to myself. I've had to learn how to, and I mean positively, because we can say a lot of negative things about ourselves to ourselves. Even when talking to other people, we can talk about ourselves in negative ways. I've had to learn how to really speak positive to myself and about myself, uplift myself. Like I said, I started off, I wasn't very ambitious and I was just okay with just going with the flow. I had to learn how to be intentional about my life and intentional about raising children. Looking at what my mom did with me, and do I want to repeat what she did with me, or do I want to go a little further with this? I want to go a lot further with this. So I'm very intentional about how I parent now. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Information. This is the time of information, and it's not knowing how to do stuff. It's not an excuse anymore when we got all this access to all of the things. You know what I mean? And so I make sure that I seek out information. I ask questions and I go get the answer. That's I didn't operate like that before.
Okay.
So that's how I would say I had to rewire my own thinking, my own life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we expect another book? All right.
Absolutely. I am working on the second book. This is actually going to be a series, the Rewired series.
Nice.
It will be 3 books. The first one is Rewired to Win, just out. The second one is Rewired to Love. And the third one is Rewired for More. And they're all about transformation.
Okay. That's what's up. So we can expect you back when your next book comes out.
Yes. I'm pushing for by the end of the year
Okay.
too. So
Lit. All right.
yeah.
All right. Cool. What's some advice that you would give people who want to write a book?
Just start. I have people telling me along for it's been about 3 years that they were saying, "You could write a book. You could write a book because 'cause I'm told I'm a great storyteller." Like, when I tell you a story, it's kinda like I sit you in the movie theater, I'll put that big screen up there, you could just really watch everything that I'm saying play out. So I was told that I should write a
Yeah.
story, and I didn't do it forever because I'm like, how do you write a book? How you write a book? I don't know how. But I picked up my laptop one day and I just got to typing. And once I started typing, it just started flowing. Like you can always go back and place it where it needs to go, but just start. You just have to start. Don't overthink it. Just start.
Okay. Now, this next segment is called Uncomfortable Questions. So, we're about to get to some fun things right now. I guess a game. Normally, I don't call it a game, but it could be called a game. And during this segment, I'll ask you some quote unquote rapid fire questions. But the deal is you have to choose one and explain why you chose it. And you have to choose it. You cannot opt out and not choose it. You ready for this?
I got you.
All
Okay.
right. Tangible books or Kindle?
Tangible. I need it in my hand. I'm not a fan of the light. I ain't big on electronics. I need that book in my hand.
I
Yes.
agree. I got a ton. I got bookshelves. I got a ton of books. Yeah. Doing hair or writing?
Writing.
Why?
I would choose writing over doing hair because doing hair can get painful
Mm,
sometimes. You know, if I have a client that just will not hold their head up like I need them to, now I got pain all in my shoulders, all down my back. I don't get no pain from writing. It's just free. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's just thoughts just flowing. I'm just creative and there's no pushback. I would say writing.
Okay. Early mornings or late night?
Right now, late night. Although I deserve early mornings. I'm a night
Okay.
owl. I'm just naturally a night owl. So I'm gonna take a late night. However, I have a desire to become an early morning
Okay.
person. I feel like I'd be a lot more productive in the day with an early
I'm gonna
morning.
manifest that for you. You're gonna have some early mornings coming your way, girl. Yes.
Yes. Come on. I'm here for it.
Sew-ins or braids? And this is a hairstyle you like on yourself, not actually doing the hairstyle.
Braids.
Okay.
Give me the braids. Give me the braids. They're very versatile versus the
Okay.
sewing. I'll take the braids.
Last one. Chris Brown or Usher?
Breezy all day. What? Girl, it's breezy all day. It's the genius. That man is
He
a
is. He
genius,
is.
in my
He is.
opinion. He a genius. It's breezy. Like Usher nice, but Chris Brown got
Let
it.
me tell you, Chris
We gonna go with Chris
Brown's
Brown.
penmanship. I don't know what songs Usher wrote, but I know what songs Chris Brown wrote.
He a genius. All around. Like the man's I done been to 2 concerts. The first concert I went to, I said, oh yeah, my respect level for him just went all the way up. Like, yeah,
His showmanship.
he next level.
Showmanship is great. I went to the Breezy Bowl and man, it was perfect.
I did
It was
too.
perfect.
Yeah, it was.
It was great.
I agree. It was.
All right. This final segment is called Rants with Sharice. And during this segment, you get to rant about whatever you want. However, you got to share a solution to the rant. So the floor is yours. Share whatever rant you want.
My rants, this man versus woman war that is going on. I don't know how we got here. I don't know why we're here. I'm over it. Like, my solution is realize we need each other. They need us and we need them. It is really that simple. We need each other. Like, all this women don't like this and women don't do this and women not doing that and men don't do this and men hate us. My God, first of all, stop putting everybody in the same category because no, everybody don't operate that way. So we need to chill on that. Number one. Number two, are we thinking about the future with this? Like, what about these younger people that's coming up behind us and all we doing is pushing this narrative that men hate women and women hate men? It is so stupid. I think it is so dumb. Like, stop personalizing everything that everybody else is going through because that's what a lot of people do. They insert themselves in other people's situations. That's not even your experience or reality. Let that be over there, but I'm not subscribing to that mess.
Me either.
I'm not having no subscription. No, I'm not, I ain't doing it. So I just feel like we need to just chill. I know it's okay to have opinions, but why we gotta be so extra and over opinionated about everything? Men need women and women need men. It's really
There
that
you
simple.
go. There you go. I agree. Before you go, can you please share your social media and again where they can find your book and any other websites that you may have?
Okay, so my social media, I'm on Instagram at Interlacing Perfections. That's the name of my hair business. Interlacing Perfections. Do I need to spell that?
Yeah, go ahead for the people out there who are lazy.
Okay, it is Interlacing Perfections, which is Perfections. My Facebook is Erica Watkins. My book is available. It's available on Amazon as well. So if you have a Kindle, you can read it on Kindle. It's also. But my personal website is ericaucollections.com. You can also get the book.
And don't worry, everyone. It'll also be in the description on the YouTube channel when I post this video. So if you didn't catch the spelling, it'll be there for you. Don't worry. Erica, it was a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with our listeners. It's been great.
Thank you for reaching out. I had fun with
Yay!
this.
I'm
I
glad. I'm
appreciate it.
glad. And thank you for listening to Connect Like Minds.